Growing up in my home, I knew that Christ and God was very important. I was at church all the time. I can't remember when we were not at church. But I had lots of questions growing up, and when I was 10 years old, my parents sat down with me and explained the gospel to me after a Sunday evening service. And I accepted Christ as my Savior at that point. I did not get baptized right away. Baptized down in Canton when we moved down here, and Pastor Gordon Roloff was the one who talked to me about baptism, and became a member at Perry Baptist Church at that point.
Interestingly enough, I was the first baby in the church, so I've been at Grace for 51 years. I accepted Christ as a young child and then went through a stage during my teen years where I had a rebellious stage. I had a youth pastor, Pastor Dick Sementelli, that was just made a great impact in my life and was able to help me walk through some different things.
Just was involved in youth and different things throughout my time in the church, and then involved in youth group, and met this girl named Rochelle roller skating. We felt after we dated a while and we were getting married, we felt that God would use us more so here in this church and in our ministries, and just felt just a peace about coming to Grace and serving here. So I would say, throughout our life that we've had numerous circumstances that come into our lives, whether it was job loss or sickness, and I feel like God can use those experiences that we've had to help others as we minister. Men's and women's ministries, just opportunities to share what we've gone through, and talk and encourage and counsel others because of that.
One of the things I think is neat is that we have the LIT program, and then to see that is leaders in training in Awana. So they've gone through the Awana program, and now these teens are actually helping and being leaders. But then what also is great is after their teens, we have 5 right now that went through that program but now are serving as leaders. And that is just so exciting to see teens that have gone through LIT program, but now they're still in our church and they're serving as a leader. And that is just really exciting because that's the next generation coming up. As a parent, you bring your children to church, and your desire is that someday they will make that faith their own. You want them to accept the Lord as their Savior, but then also to make that their own, to have a relationship with the Lord. And this church has helped so much with that, with the Sunday school teachers, the Awana leaders, our youth leaders have been wonderful, just pouring into our kids' lives, and just the family here, our church family cares. And it's such a thrill to see our children grow up and then to be able to serve the Lord also. And it may not be in this church, but it may be at another church, but this church has had such an impact in our children's lives, and as us as parents, different parenting classes that we've gone through here at the church, but just pouring into our kids' lives, and it has made a huge impact, and we appreciate it so much.